It's Ash from Super Videos, back for another video breakdown for The Walking Dead. This is my trailer breakdown for Season 11, Episode 20 of The Walking Dead, which is called What's Been Lost. Now, if you haven't watched the previous episode, Season 11, Episode 19, you might want to do that before you watch this. And also, obviously, if you want to watch my reaction to the previous episode, that's also on the channel. But there's a few very interesting details in this particular trailer for Season 11, Episode 20 that we're going to talk about that I do want to kind of break down in detail. So stay tuned. We'll be right back to break it all down. Alright, as always, before we dive into it, smash the like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. With that said, let's dive right into it. So, of course, the last episode ended with Eugene turning himself into the Commonwealth military, and also what appeared to be people sent by either Lance or Pamela coming after Rosita and the other survivors, trying to capture them. So this episode is going to show us a little bit about that as well. But this trailer starts with this shot of some Commonwealth soldiers in the prison that they have at Commonwealth. We see them sweeping the area here. And then we have Yumiko talking to Pamela. Pamela says, "Your friends have been removed from the Commonwealth. Consider how your actions might affect your brother." So it seems like all of the survivors have been caught and they've been exiled in a way. And Pamela is really threatening Yumiko to make the right decision to save herself and her brother. And obviously we see this shot of Yumiko's brother, who's a doctor. And then we have Yumiko here. I think she's going to maybe go talk to her brother or something. And then we have this interesting shot of Carol. She comes across a wagon. I don't think this is the same one that Jerry, Aaron, Elijah, and Lydia were on. I think this is a different one, but she does notice some blood on the ground, so I'm interested to see what that's all about and where that's going to go. The reason why I don't think this is related to the Aaron and Jerry story is because they were trying to get to Oceanside. They aren't anywhere near Commonwealth right now. The next shot we have is Daryl talking to Carol. Daryl says they took the kids, referring to Commonwealth, military, and most likely people sent by maybe Pamela herself. And then Carol says they took everyone. So it looks like they captured a lot of the survivors, excluding Carol and Daryl. So it's going to be interesting to see where that's going to go and how everyone's going to be able to regroup and fight back. Then we have this shot of two people, the same ones that were actually fighting Rosita in the previous episode, but they are there to take Carol in. Carol fights back, and obviously this is in the bakery that Carol works at Commonwealth. And then we have this cool shot of Pamela with some guards. She's walking, most likely to go check up on Lance to see if he passed the test. It's also possible she is going to visit Eugene because he's obviously in a jail cell too. So it could be one or the other. But then we have this shot of Yumiko talking to Eugene, who's been arrested. Yumiko doesn't look happy, obviously. We see this cool shot of her holding Eugene's hand in a way to maybe reassure him that he's going to be all right. She's going to do everything she can to save him. And then Eugene is smiling here. But in the voiceover, Yumiko says, that means sacrificing Eugene. This is connected to another voiceover that I forgot to actually talk about, which was someone saying, give Pamela what she wants, which is obviously to execute Eugene, to make an example out of him. Hence, why Yumiko is saying that means sacrificing Eugene. And then we have Carol and Daryl here. They're talking to someone in a cell. Maybe Lance, could be someone else. It's probably Lance, but Carol says, tell us where our friends are, or you're dead. And obviously we see this shot of Carol with a knife to Lance's face. So obviously Lance is alive. He survived the ordeal and he was captured by the survivors. And obviously based on this next shot, we know that he's going to help them because he says, I'll show you. And then Carol, Daryl, I think, and Lance are hiding in the bushes in this shot. And then we see this Jeep with Commonwealth soldiers pass by. And then we have this shot of some gunfight between Commonwealth soldiers and the survivors. Carol being one of the survivors that's involved in that battle. and then Daryl here, and then we see this final shot with Eugene talking to Yumiko, I think. Eugene says, no matter how bleak things look, this is not the end. So obviously they're trying to be positive. Eugene specifically is trying to stay positive and, think that everything is going to be alright at the end of all of this. But that's pretty much everything that was in this trailer. Not much to go by other than obviously they're trying to save Eugene and the other survivors who have been captured, and they're trying to get Lance to help them. I personally don't think they should trust Lance, but let's see how that's going to turn out. But with that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.